happens, happens. But all in all, it was just great to be out there. Once it's taken away from you for a little bit, you get a new appreciation for it, and I just wanted to come out and just have fun together.
How were you You all had very similar injuries at basically the same time, same rehab schedule. Were you aware of the following that at all?
Not really. I saw that he got hurt, and you never want to see that. Yeah, it's just too bad. But knowing my rehab schedule and all that, I know how tough it is to come back. So it's great to see him back out there playing and doing his thing.
What was it like having a senior day?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I didn't have a senior day at Stanford, so this really was kind of capped it all off, especially my last game. It was kind of all the things that I did to get there. So it was great just to hear the crowd. My family was there to support me there. Obviously, I didn't get to play, but it still meant so much to me just being there and getting honored. So it was a special day.
Was there ever a point after the injury, maybe you're in your room by yourself or something, you were thinking, man, I may not make it back out there this year?
No. There wasn't. The doctors did a great job of, right when I got hurt, kind of reassuring me that this is something that I could return from. I kind of knew how it felt. It didn't feel too horrible. I was still able to walk and things like that. And I knew that we had enough of a gap to get back in the tournament play, just kind of seeing how the knee responded. So I was always optimistic about that. I just wanted to make sure that it was healthy, strong enough when I did come back. So I was always positive when it came to it.
When this week did you know, and how did you have to convince Cal a lot or not?
No, not too much. He put a lot of trust in me. Kind of just put it in my hands. He said, come back to practice when it's strong enough. We'll see how it goes. Take your time with it. Don't rush it. So he didn't really say anything to me the whole rehab process, which was nice. He was checking on me, see how I was progressing, doing that. But there was no pressure. He was really just saying, like, make sure that thing's right. And when you come back, you come back. And after the Florida game, I told him I would start some individual workouts and things like that. Started that, went good, and started practicing. Up to this, I told him I could play Friday. He looked at me in practice, and he saw that I was moving well and things like that. So I think that's just his trust that we built up throughout the years, is that he knows I'm an older player. I know my body. I've gone through seasons that I kind of understand when I would feel right to come back to play. So it was nice that we had that relationship.
What were your observations from the bench in Knoxville in that game at Tennessee?
Say it one more time.
What were your observations from the bench in Knoxville in that loss at Tennessee? What did you see there that maybe wasn't going right for you guys?
There's a lot. Yeah, they played really well. They moved the ball well. Some of the spots that we didn't let them get to in the first matchup, they were getting to, as far as elbow jumpers, getting out in transition, getting energy plays, dunks, putbacks, things like that. They were hitting their shots a lot better. So it was kind of a perfect storm in that sense, that it kind of snowballed. One thing led to another. On the film, it was tough for us to watch just because there's a lot of things that we did well the first game we started to slip on in the second. So yeah, I'd say there's a lot of things that we didn't do well.
Obviously, you're going to play whoever wins that game, but how is there a sense of maybe wanting to have a third shot at them to kind of settle that one on a neutral court?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, we're excited for whoever shows up tomorrow. It's going to be the semifinal game for us to do what we want to do. That's just one more step. So if it's them, it's them, and we'll be excited to play them and get that matchup again. If not, we're still excited for whatever opponent.
Even separate from the injury, what's kind of been your mindset going down the stretch here? You never got to play in any NCAA tournament at Stanford. You're obviously in a very different situation than you used to. Just how different has it been, and what has that felt like?
It felt good. I mean, for me, this being my last go around, just trying to soak it all in, just enjoy it. The tough part's done as far as putting the work in all season, preparing myself, getting my body, mind right up until this point. So now it's just trying to enjoy these games, enjoy my teammates, continue just to prepare the way that I've been doing all season, but just soak it all in.
Obviously, when you came to Kentucky, you wanted to improve your draft stock, but how much was making one of these tournament runs also part of your consideration?
Yeah, I mean, that was right up there with it, if not more important to me, is these memories and these lifelong things that you have. I mean, these are relationships, bonds, things that you have 40, 50 years from now, winning these games, winning championships, going deep in the tournaments. That's something that I always wanted out of college basketball. So it's a blessing this month. It's kind of like the most important month of my life as far as just enjoying all of these things that I haven't had before. Just excited for it.
You talked a lot when you got here about knowing the numbers were probably going to go down from what you did at Stanford. Even though that's been true, do you feel like you got what you needed to in terms of improvement in your games this year?
Definitely. Everything I was looking for, I feel like I got here. And it's been a perfect fit. I mean, most times it's tough because you're taking a leap of faith in a program and hoping it works out. But I can honestly say that everyone around here has really helped me improve my game and get to the point where I want to be at. So there's no regrets for me, and it's just been perfect so far.
Well, kind of along those lines, when you checked in, you got a standing ovation from the crowd. What was that like?
It was cool. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, our fans are the best in the country. BBN just showing a lot of love. When I hear that roar and things like that, it really does show a lot of appreciation. So it was a lot of love from them.
I know it's the end of the season, but does it still amaze you sometimes? Just the number of fans that come down to these games. You're not even in Kentucky, but it's pretty much like a home crowd.
That would blow me away. I mean, just coming out to warm-ups, I think I said it's a home game. And you just hear when we score, the roof is coming off of the building. It's ridiculous that they travel, but you kind of expect it at this point, but I'm still surprised, even though that I know that it's going to be all blue in the arena.
All right, thank you.
As we get a little closer to